brought to you by
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the Special Interest Group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
A very good evening. It is 4 minutes past 8 p.m. Thank you so much for watching GBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Kyomugisha, and Mugalu Mohammed on sign language. We come to you live from the Nile Avenue. I beg your pardon. Today on the 26th of July 2025. Let's take a look at our top stories of the day. Coming up tonight, President Museveni hails peace and high turnout for the NRM primaries. Prime Minister Nabanja urges global action on Africa's structural vulnerabilities. And later on, Makerere University College of Health Sciences marks 100 years of training health professionals. Digital voting technology offers answers to Uganda's democracy question. In our top stories tonight, President Yoweri Museveni has praised the national resistance movement for successfully conducting peaceful and large fraud-free primaries for LC5 chairpersons, mayors and councillors on the 24th of July 2025. He revealed that 7.95 million members participated, marking a record turnout despite the polls being held on a midweek working day. Museveni attributed the improved integrity of the exercise to earlier action against malpractice during the Member of Parliament primaries, where 333 individuals were arrested and 48 charged, including 13 district registrars. The president noted that some candidates, such as those in Chiruhura district, were elected and opposed. He urged Ugandans to reject voter bribery, clarifying that rewards he offers to achievers like dancers or farmers are presidential recognitions rather than political inducements. Museveni called for unity in safeguarding NRM's values and warned against practices that compromise the party's credibility and Uganda's democratic process. The Prime Minister, Robna Nabanja, has urged world leaders to adopt a system that is responsive rather than strictly rules-based to address Africa's deep structural vulnerabilities and deliver tailored, transformative solutions. Nabanja made the call while delivering remarks as chair of the Africa Regional Forum on Sustainable Development during the high-level political forum in New York. Take a look.
Nabanja stressed that Africa needs development partners who focus on addressing challenges affecting its people rather than imposing conditionalities.
Of the African Regional Forum on Sustainable Development, I echo the continent's call for a system that is not rules-based but responsive to address deep structural vulnerabilities and support tailored, transformative solutions.
She reiterated that a responsive system capable of addressing structural gaps is essential for Africa's socio-economic transformation.
Is the total support to translate these opportunities into prosperity for all. Uganda is making tangible progress on SDGs. We have surpassed 90% in immunization coverage, that is SDG 3. We have achieved over 34% women representation in Parliament and attained 6.3 GDP growth this year. Regional commissions like Economic Commission for Africa play a unique and strategic role. They offer integrated policy advice, regional public goods, and help connect local realities to global agendas. I also underscore the importance of a strong UN resident coordinator system working in synergy with regional commissions for greater coherence and effectiveness.
The Prime Minister also highlighted the critical role of regional bodies such as the UN Economic Commission for Africa in tackling the continent's challenges. The 2025 ECOSOC and HLPF session is themed Advancing Sustainable, Inclusive Science and Evidence-Based Solutions for the 2030 Agenda and its SDGs for Leaving No One Behind. The HLPF serves as a United Nations central platform for reviewing progress on the 2030 Agenda and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The Ugandan delegation was led by Prime Minister Nabanja and included the Minister for General Duties, Kasule Lumumba, State Minister for Environment, Beatrice Atim Anywar, National Planning Authority Chairperson, Professor Pamela Mbabazi, Uganda's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, Ambassador Godfrey Kwoba, Director of the SDG's Secretariat, Dr. Albert Kyomugisha, and Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary, Dr. Diana Twine, among other technical officials.
In more stories, National Resistance Movement candidates who lost in Entebbe mayoral primaries have petitioned the NRM Secretariat over the EC's declaration of results, citing voter intimidation and bribery, which they describe as electoral malpractice. Habib Byamukama Kashilingi, one of the aggrieved candidates, demanded justice from the NRM Secretariat, warning they may contest as independent if no action is taken. Take a look.
National Resistance Movement candidates who lost in the Entebbe mayor primaries, Habib Byamukama Kashiling and Michael Mutebi, have expressed dissatisfaction with the polls, describing them as fraudulent due to voter intimidation and on-site bribery.
People who supposedly came to vote were not in the registers. They are being ferried around. A group of 2 drones kept on rotating Entebbe with young girls and young boys, moving from one polling station to another. A case in point where I was personally was in Kakeka.
They have threatened to petition the NRM Secretariat and may stand as independents if the irregularities are not addressed.
So the results are unfair. I don't believe in them. First of all, the numbers don't add up. A place like Nakasamba, whereby you find LC chairman can't even get 200. You find one of the contestants gets 400. How? Yet there are coverages, videos showing by the time the station was closed, not even 200 people were there. This is simple math.
They accuse the NRM structures in Entebbe municipality of favouring one candidate, creating confusion during the elections. They want the NRM Secretariat and National Chairman to intervene to prevent the party from losing Entebbe to the opposition in 2026.
I would kindly ask His Excellency, the President, if he truly means that all of us participate in primaries, be genuine, why then other people say you plant in your own people to come and orders from above that you've directed they vote somebody? Your Excellency, that is the question. As your son, I direct it to you. Do you authorize people to come and vote for particular people, or it is a lie, somebody is trying to smear your name?
The EC declared incumbent Mayor Fabrice Rolinda winner with 4,758 votes, while Michael Mutebi garnered 1,755 and Kashiling 66. The candidates believe the NRM can retain seats in Entebbe if the Secretariat addresses misconduct by party officials. By Monday, they expect to decide whether to stand as independents if their concerns remain unresolved. The NRM flag was contested by Fabrice Rulinda, Michael Mutebi, the 2021 NRM flag bearer, and Habib Byamukama Kashiling. They argue that Entebbe municipality, being Uganda's first capital and main gateway, deserves better political representation to foster development.
A century of healing and a legacy of care, Makerere University College of Health Sciences is celebrating 100 years of training health professionals, a milestone that underscores the institution's commitment to improving healthcare outcomes in Uganda and beyond. To mark this occasion, the college hosted a public dialogue that brought together stakeholders from across the health sector to discuss the current state and future of health professions training in Uganda.
The College of Health Sciences at Makerere University celebrates its 100th anniversary, reflecting on its rich history of producing some of Uganda's most skilled and dedicated health professions.
So what is important is working together and harmonizing the training, the assessment, and also practice. The government should put measures in place to reduce on brain drain out of the country.
Now we are faced with a large number of trained health professionals struggling with skills mismatch, also struggling with the either overqualification or incompetence.
The event paid tribute to the college's legacy of excellence in health education.
Deploy the associate consultants. That way, deploy them on the national referrals, regional referrals, district hospitals. That way, all these district hospitals, PNFPs, even private hospitals can supervise these interns.
Increasing investing in health and education is investing in our economy. So, again, put the money on the table for health and education.
A renowned physician, Professor Nelson Sewankambo, emphasized that while Uganda needs more health professionals to address shortages, it is equally vital to ensure graduates receive high-quality training to meet the demands of the health sector.
Sometimes the pressure comes from within government departments. Please take in some more, because there are people who are still qualified for entry. And if the leadership is not strong at the university or in the medical schools, then they agree. When I was dean and when I was principal, you will not push me to take in more. I say there are so many chairs, there are so many tables, these are the numbers we need.
The Commissioner for Health Education and Training, Dr. Safina Musene, highlight the challenges affecting health professionals training in Uganda, including limited job openings and delays in internship deployment.
But also we need to align policies and also to complete those ones that are in the making, so that we have clear policies that are guiding training. That is one way that we shall solve all these challenges that we are raising.
The centenary celebration of Makerere University's College of Health Sciences is not just a milestone, it is a testament to the transformative power of education in shaping lives and communities. Robert Katamba reporting for UBC News.
Thank you so much, Robert Katamba. National Enterprise Construction Works and Engineering Limited has officially handed over the newly rehabilitated Mary Stuart Hall at Makerere University. The handover marks a significant milestone in the university's efforts to improve students' learning and living environment. Students have been urged to handle the hall with care to ensure its longevity. Aisha reports.
The rehabilitation of Mary Stuart Hall at Makerere University has been completed and officially handed over by the contractor, National Enterprise Construction Works and Engineering. National Enterprise Construction Chief, Lieutenant General James Mugira, commended the university for entrusting them with the project and urged students to take their education seriously and make the most of the improved facilities.
I therefore seize the occasion to request you, Mr. Vice Chancellor, and your team to entrust us with more projects, because as you have seen for yourselves, we are a very serious group We don't ask for kickbacks. We don't have bureaucracies and red tape, which sometimes have been responsible for the delay of many government projects. And we do quality work at a relatively fair cost and following strict timelines. Mr. Vice Chancellor, you may also wish to know that the NEC is involved in construction of many projects with other universities.
The Vice-Chancellor of Makerere University, Professor Barnabas Nawagwe, emphasized the importance of maintaining the building in good condition and called on students to take responsibility for the renovated facility. The
US and the BBC, I think we waste our resources here because this building now is better than many hotels in Uganda. The quality of the building is much better than many hotels. Many hotels don't have this kind of facilities. So why do we keep these buildings nice as they are, closed for 3 months without making any money out of them? Why don't we turn them into hotels when the students are away? And we can work with the Mark Holdings to do this. When the students go away, we hand over these halls to Mark Holdings. And they advertise, and people who have conferences can bring their participants to stay here. They can even bring the conferences here, and they give us some money.
The university has also embarked on rehabilitating other students' halls of residence, including Lumumba Hall, to enhance smooth learning. Aisha Musanya compiled the report for UBC.
The chairperson of the National Resistance Movement for Bushenyi District and founder of Kampala International University, Alhaj Dr. Hassan Basajabalaba, has appealed to Ugandans for support to the newly elected NRM flag bearers from the recent party primaries. He made the remarks during the 31st graduation ceremony of KIU held in Bushenyi District. Nelson has a detailed report on this story.
Kampala International University KIU has graduated over 2,214 students from various programs. The graduates, both local and international, received certificates, diplomas, degrees, and master's degrees.
It's very, very important to make sure that these graduates, they become world doers rather than being people who have just graduated. If I say a world doer, it means that you do something out there that will impact the society rather than just having gone to school, studied and passed exams.
The chairman of the KIU Board of Trustees and NRM chairperson for Bushenyi District, Alhaji Dr. Hassan Basajabalaba, congratulated the graduates on their achievement and urged parents to continue educating their children.
You must be honest in whatever you are doing. With those 3 points, you will be successful. Parents who are here, thank you very much for supporting your children and supporting KIU. Thank you very much and thank you for the work done.
He also called on Ugandans to support the newly elected NRM flag bearers in the forthcoming general elections.
And we have other flag bearers, so I'm requesting them that since they have given my son, also I want them to give me other flag bearers of the ruling party, such that we take all of them to parliament.
Every member of NRM, please respect the code of conduct of your party. Line behind the flag bearers. As a matter of fact, to do the otherwise, you should be expelled. The sanctions are very clear.
I support my party without fear or favor. So I think we should follow that, because if we are not on the same page, we shouldn't have started on the same page. So it's crystal clear that we should stay on the same page. If it is NRM, let it be NRM.
Professor Ephraim Kamuntu, who represented General Kahindo Tafire as the chief guest, cautioned graduates against engaging in corruption.
Every graduate from this university will be a leader in his society, in his respective capacity. To be a leader, you must be a leader of integrity, a leader that you can trust, a leader that is honest, a leader that is transparent and accountable, but more importantly, a leader free of corruption.
Look at what the industry wants, use their knowledge, use the concepts they have learned here to make things happen on the ground. And that's what we call competence-based training, which this university has been putting emphasis on.
The Chancellor of KIU, Professor Yunus Daud Mugaya, outlined some of the challenges facing the university and appealed for government support.
To see that we continue putting it to a level that will give our law students practical experience.
The graduation ceremony took place at KIU's Bushenyi campus.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Dr. Kedres to the agenda, has advised students to use their new curriculum to start their own businesses. Speaking during the 18th anniversary of Incredible Youth International, Dr. to the agenda attributed unemployment to the large number of job seekers. She represented the Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Katam-Savani.
4 out of the 18 sustainable or 17 sustainable.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Dr. Kedris Triagenda, has said the National Education Authority has launched a job creation campaign in schools to reduce the number of job seekers.
You are growing. So if you are to survive and thrive in this country, then you have to be determined to do something differently.
She further urged students to understand the value of education.
So use what you have. You have time. You have opportunity to be at school. You have teachers. Some of you have parents or guardians. You have incredible youth coming around your school to give you guidance and career support. Use what you have to the maximum. When you've done that, you receive a well done, good and faithful servant.
Incredible Youth International Director Ntwatwa James Bryan encouraged the youth to embrace innovation and expand their income opportunities.
To have a product in your hands. If you have a product in your hands, that is how money starts coming towards you. If you don't have a product, then you are bigger. Because when you put your hands like this, there is nothing to offer for an exchange of resources. So what else will you have to offer? It will be begging. And unfortunately, when you become a beggar, you are at the mercy of a giver. So they determine what they feel you deserve. So we have to break this in this generation as young people.
A senior educationist and former Kampala Mayor, Dr. Sala Nkonge, expressed concerns over challenges that mislead students into dropping out of school, particularly teenage pregnancies among girls.
I am warning men. Leave these girls to grow. Leave them to look for their goal. You have already looked for your goal. Give them a chance. Teachers, give the girls a chance to look for the goals. Borders, give a chance for these girls to look for their goals. The fathers, some of them commit incest. Leave these girls.
This was during Incredible Youth International's 18th anniversary celebrations aimed at raising awareness about youth and employment.
Thank you so much, Kamba, for that story. Now, a student at Uganda Matters University, Sarua Kusima, has developed a digital voting technology, which the University Guild hails as a milestone in streamlining elections for both the student guild and the country. Kusima says her app allows voters to cast ballots remotely, ensuring a secure and efficient process. She also adds that it is user-friendly and was successfully tested during the university elections. Take a look.
Physical voting has long been considered reliable as voters would cast their ballots and await results. However, Grace Edwardiga, the head of ICT at Uganda Matters University, says the method is losing popularity due to violence and irregularities, citing recent NRM primaries marked by bribery, register manipulation and intimidation.
And what I saw in the electoral process in the country
like the one that is just recently concluded, the NRM primaries. The voters' registers were not public enough. Very few people knew where, a couple of people didn't know where they were supposed to vote from. Now, when you digitize the process, it means that wherever I am, I can know where I'm going to vote from.
Iga says the system could be adopted nationally once Ugandans are trained on digital voting, eliminating challenges of the current physical system.
So we believe that all the other elective processes in the country can be handled on an application like this one. So that is our future goal.
He adds that universities should offer solutions to socio-economic issues, and Kusima's innovation demonstrate transparency, accessibility, and efficiency qualities that could strengthen Uganda's democracy.
Ideally, we wanted, first of all, to hold an election online, digitally, but most specifically, we wanted to exhibit free and fair elections.
Kusima, developer of Uganda Matters University Smart Voting application, says she's pleased with its successful use in recent student elections.
So basically what inspired me in building this innovation, this voting system, so there was rigging of votes before. My friend actually was standing for union president, and he actually got rigged, the votes got rigged. Yeah, so I was like, oh my God, I need to actually come up with something that actually stops these things of rigging.
Kusima admits hacking is a global challenge, but assures that the system has multiple safeguards against intrusions.
Once you've voted once, it shows that it shows in the system you already voted. You understand? But it doesn't show that, oh, this person has voted, but it shows that you already voted. You can't log in and vote again.
We realized that there are people who could get access to other people's email addresses. So we are adding in features like mobile phone, SMS authentication, such that when someone logs in, a message goes first of all to their email, but also to their mobile phone.
Her goal is to scale the technology for their institutions and the Uganda Electoral Commission, aiming to revolutionize voting and cut costs.
So I see at a certain point I would want to actually be engaged into developing maybe a system for the voting process in the 2026 election. You understand? To stop these rigging of votes and to make the voting process easier for everyone in the country of Uganda.
As ICT continues shaping life, innovations like Kusima's could reduce electoral expenses and enhance efficiency if widely adopted.
Thank you so much, Sarwa Kusima, for such a development. So we hope that indeed it works out and goes across the country or is used by multiple institutions. In more stories, away from innovation, livestock farmers in 69 selected districts under the Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project are yet to access improved breeds that are resilient to climate change. The project's livestock value chain component aims to enhance market access, increase farmers' incomes, and build resilience in the livestock sector. Take a look as Adia and Regan have a detailed report on this story.
Livestock remains vital to smallholder farmers, providing food, income, and serving as valuable assets during emergencies. However, farmers continue to face challenges such as limited access to quality breeds and reliable markets. The Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project, implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries in collaboration with other government agencies, seeks to address these gaps.
Number one, strengthening the climate smart agricultural research. That's focusing on research. Number two, seed and agroclimatic information system. Three, promoting adoption of climate smart agricultural technologies and practices, market development and linkages for selected value chains. And then last but not least, contingency emergency response components and project management, coordination and implementation.
The objective is to foster a thriving private sector, increasing trading volumes, and to ensure that farmers can access inputs as early as they do other common goods. The initiative aims to enhance productivity, boost production levels, and strengthen resilience to climate change.
The private sector is also being engaged to identify key areas of participation, including the provision of inputs, technologies, and market access to farmers.
Once farmers are confident in the technology, they will be able to acquire more and more units, and then we get the handhold out of the farming community. That's when we can be sure that production will increase, because you have improved technology being used on the farm.
The project is going to revamp the National Bull Stud and Semen Evaluation Center in Entebbe to be able to produce semen, high quality semen and embryos that should be accessed by the smallholder farmers, by the farmers who are our end target group.
The project aims to strengthen the livestock value chain by promoting climate-smart technologies and practices, improving market access, and enhancing resilience to climate change. Diana Kote, UBC.
The Rotary Club of Kampala has urged parents and teachers to embrace talent development in schools as part of holistic education. Speaking during a talent show themed exploration of talent to enhance cultural norms and boost moral values, Jimmy Serugo, the head of cooperation at the Rotary Club of Kampala, called on education stakeholders to create more opportunities for learners to showcase their abilities beyond academics. Take a look.
Rotary Club of Kampala that featured competitions among 4 houses with students showcasing skills in music, dance and drama and other creative arts geared at promoting talent development in schools. Organizers noted that such initiatives not only nurture talent but also instill cultural pride and strengthen moral values.
We are promoting holistic education. In Rotary this year, we have a project called Little Hearts, where we would like to sensitize the public about the dangers of heart disease. It has come to our attention that many young children are growing obese because of inactivity.
With growing emphasis on holistic education, Serugo encouraged schools to adapt similar programs to empower young people. While addressing parents and students at St. Chisto School in Bugolobi, the head teacher, Sister Bonnie Konsiru Ngabirano, alongside Nakawa East parliamentary aspirant Moses Okwera Mugisha, stressed the importance of parental guidance in shaping children's behavior.
It's a lesson for all of us, students and the parents. We don't come here only to entertain, but we draw lessons. Like today it was about drugs, about moral values, about respecting our cultural norms, and it has been good for all of us. And we encourage all students to participate. We see that many participate, yes, but there are others who are there cheering as much as we need this to cheer, but it would be nice if everybody participated.
Let's be close to our children so that we know that the friends of our children, where our children will go to in the weekend, what they do, whom are their friends to. If we don't do that, peer groups are going to turn our children into what they want. They may end up having drug abuse, alcohol and drug abuse, and they end up developing mental illnesses, developing many issues which bring them into being destructive, and hence they want to be good citizens in the country. So
the call comes amid growing concern about youth involvement in drug abuse and exposure to harmful online content. The event also underscored the role of schools and communities in fostering a safe and supportive environment for learners.
Thank you so much, Farida, for the report. Now, the National Union of Disabled Persons, of Uganda, has unveiled a new 3-year initiative aimed at advancing the inclusion of persons with disabilities in social services and decision-making across Uganda. Speaking at the launch, Nudipu chairperson Esther Chazida emphasized the organization's broad reach and commitment to full presentation. Take a look as Sheba takes us through.
Union of Disabled Persons of Uganda has unveiled a new 3-year initiative seeking to advocate for the social and economic rights of persons with disabilities and will initially be implemented in the West Nile and Karamoja sub-regions. Nudipu is targeting over 1,000 persons with diverse disabilities through this project.
Today we are launching our new project that is going to work in 4 districts of Uganda and at the national level, and it's called Advancing the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in Socio-Economic Rights.
Nudipu is leading a consortium comprising the National Union of Women with Disabilities of Uganda, NUODU, and the Albinism umbrella.
There were a number of gaps that Nudipu and organizations of persons with disabilities had identified basing on different researches done and different advocacy issues coming from the sub-regions of West Nile and Karamoja.
Nudipu chairperson Esther Chazira reiterated the organization's commitment to broad representation.
Sure that the voices of the women with disabilities is amplified and some of the challenges that we have come across be addressed, especially under this sub-region. The 2 sub-regions have a lot of cultural beliefs that marginalize persons with disabilities.
Olive Namutebi, CEO of Albinism umbrella, welcomed the project and stressed the need for equality in Uganda.
The 3-year project, financed by the Royal Danish Embassy, will support us in amplifying our voice to the different stakeholders in the Karamoja and West Nile region, and we hope that state and non-state actors will now know the needs of persons with disability and be able to include us in their programs.
Abekamara tuzi awarungi naffe tujja
Bamikwano ana ina kuchange ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwenunya change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange nange kwepera.
Yes, sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Ziri 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu?
Yes, sir.
Nayo sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What did you mean? Mweba rutegeka nze no bola bankoye va kumacha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu yambe ku munno muti kule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye-bye. Musuri do mutima. Munda zo kwagara. Naye. Thanks for baraba. Bit, enkombo wazichari wawo. Jajja mwongere ko. Oyagala nyo rombo rw'ekinyego.
Kandete kando.
Hey. Wetaka kutambula. Gwene bwotula.
Tubere munzikiza.
Senga natumo ino kugumiikiriza.
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda. Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the rider selection campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the 1st floor.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Hello there, welcome once again to UBC News Tonight, today on the 26th of July 2025. With me, Sharon Kyomugisha and Mugalu Mohammed on sign language. In more news, mathematics teachers across the country have been urged to make mathematics more practical by using real-life examples and applications. This was during the 45th Annual Mathematics Conference held at Makerere University. Viola and Jimmy have a detailed report.
Mathematics teachers have been advised to embrace practical teaching by using real examples and hands-on experiences to help learners grasp mathematical concepts.
Going to a class minus a teaching aid today absolutely is almost unheard of. But you go back where you're coming from. Very many of you are teaching mathematics with notes. And you think that the learners are going to what? Are going to understand. Be practical if you want the learners to understand.
The vice chairperson of the Uganda Mathematics Society, Odong Tony, highlighted the need for members to embrace mathematical skills to solve society problems.
There are changes in our curriculum, both the national curriculum and the local curriculum. So we want to take our teachers through so that they adapt to these changes. We have invited our stakeholders, the key stakeholders in the curriculum development. We have got officials from the Uganda National Curriculum Development Center. We have got the officials from Ministry of Education. We have got also representatives from UNEB or Uganda.
The General Secretary of Uganda Mathematics Society, Assumpta Josephine, commended the Ministry of Education and the Government of Uganda for adopting a practical curriculum in both primary and secondary institutions.
I've observed in my lower primary, that is right from nursery to around P4, you see very many female teachers teaching mathematics, and they're very good at it. When it comes to P5, 6 and P7, you find that it's male-dominated. Then when you go also to senior 1 and senior 4, you find that the female teachers reappear in those classes. Then when it comes to senior 5 and 6, the male teachers disappear. The same applies to the university. When you come to the university,
UNEB assessor Joseph Kasibye urged teachers to localize mathematics to help students understand its relevance and build confidence.
We expect that in this scenario, for it to make meaning or to make it more understandable to a learner, there is need for us to have support material or support information. Now, the support information can be in the form of a text, can be images, can be a video, but here for us we are saying that let the support material be for making the learner understand the situation or the scenario better, not a
that you've given them extra skills to, because most of our questions are scenario based, and so like Mr. Gita pointed out, that is where we're moving towards having students that are all round, that will be able to push us into the next generation by being innovative, by being
The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries is working with private sector players in the agrochemical industry and civil society organizations to update the regulations on agrochemical post-registration and post-market reviews. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, the aim is to ensure that all agrochemicals that remain on the market are safe for human health and the environment. Adia Nakuti reports.
Despite the crucial role of agrochemicals on food security, there has been global concern centering on their effects on human health and the environment. The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries is working with the private sector players in the agrochemical industry and civil society organizations to come up with guidelines on agrochemical post-registration and post-market reviews.
And so as CABI, we are working with the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries, that is the mandated authority on pesticide use in the country, to work on these guidelines so that we can together work with the country and other stakeholders and ministries to have a criteria that can be applied to revisit some of these chemicals that we have on the market.
And so this is our industry. And it's so important to us because whatever is regulated, we are part of it. We manufacture the products, we distribute the products, we handle the products, and we put the products to the farmer. So this is extremely important because we are a very big stakeholder in this industry, and so our voice is extremely important. And we are also very happy to be part of this because then we are guiding our sector with our voices together with the Ministry of Agriculture.
Uganda's Agrochemical Control Act, CAP 35, provides for post-market and post-registration reviews of agrochemicals.
But of course science is not static. From the time when we are registering them, because registration is a rigorous process, we receive information on human toxicology, what do they do to the environment, how do they work. Okay, we receive a lot of information. And this information keeps changing because the scientists are researching and following these molecules to the dot. So when new information comes up that the molecule that you thought was probably safe to the humans and animals or to the environment is no longer safe because of maybe metabolites that are coming up, maybe because of so many things.
The National Coordinator Food Safety Coalition Uganda, Bernard Wambale, is optimistic that this will address concerns about some agrochemicals.
And the civil society has been coming up every day asking, why do we have molecules that have been burnt elsewhere and we are still using them in our market? So given this narrative, the Ministry of Agriculture has decided to actually single out particular molecules, I think 14 of them, to study them further so that either they can be taken off the market with scientific evidence from our local context. And that is what the civil society is actually calling government to do. Let us take them off if they have been taken off elsewhere, and that's what we've been doing. So now, the ministry, with support from some civil society organizations, is actually coming up with guidelines. How do we deregister a molecule from the market? How do we reevaluate it? So that the ministry is guided by some bit of guidelines on when we can take off a molecule or when we cannot. And I think those are good efforts that the ministry is taking to respond to the alerts or to the concerns that the civil society is actually bringing on board, but also other researchers that are bringing on board.
Regulating agrochemicals is crucial for protecting human health, the environment, and ensuring sustainable agricultural practices. Adia Nakote, UBC.
Thank you so much, Adia Nakuti. Health experts have raised concern over the rising cases of diabetes and high blood pressure among young people, with increasing reports of children being diagnosed with these conditions at an early age. Dr. Abraham Mwesigwa, speaking during a medical camp in Kamsen in Bukuya Sub-County, Kasanda District, noted that these non-communicable diseases are now more prevalent in rural areas. Jamil Sekaja has a detailed report.
Since the beginning of this week, over 10,000 people, including children, pregnant women and patients with chronic illness, have received treatment for conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, epilepsy, and eye infections. The week-long camp, hosted in Camp Senene, was organized by doctors from the United States in partnership with Iman Milele, Kasanda Health Center 4, and local leaders. Residents also received antiretroviral drugs. The camp was attended by State Minister for Lands Dr. Sam Mayanja, RDC Phoebe Namlindwa, Elia MP Dr. Michael Igab Kenya Chabikola, and the district health officer who interacted with beneficiaries. Dr. Abraham Mwesigwa attributed the growing trend of these diseases to parents' reluctance to undergo regular health checks despite the availability of nearby health facilities.
We found that in this community there's a big burden of non-communicable diseases. That's high blood pressure and diabetes. So lots of complications from diabetes, diabetic foot, kidney failure, all those are big issues. We're able to do the chemistry, but we are thinking next year we'll be able to have a machine to look at their livers, their kidney, and the tumor markers. So we are very grateful for the support that has been extended to the community, but still there are challenges like in malnutrition cases are so many. So educating mothers on what to feed the children is very key, and then getting health workers, religious leaders, and all community leaders on board.
Among those treated was Ndamile Ijumbi, who was battled skin cancer for 8 years and expressed gratitude for the free medical services.
Nalinya mutalo. Oba tugamba bandege ttalo. Kyalimaga kimaze emyaka nga 12.
Okusoomozebwa omuntu oyinza atuuka ku ddwaliro oli lubuto naye abasawo nga tebali kumpi tebakwanguyidde.
RDC Phoebe Namlindwa and Elia MP Dr. Michael Kenya Chabikola urged health workers to reach patients within their communities rather than waiting for them at health facilities.
Workers at the facilities to ensure that every financial year they plan to have outreaches in the community, because diseases start in the community and they end in the community. Today, these people came up, started up. We've actually witnessed like the whole treatment. They have had different departments under health.
Pastor Moses Imbuga, founder of Iman Milele and host of the camp, said the initiative which started in 2016, aims to restore hope for those struggling with poor health.
Many people were not getting the medical services, and the referral hospitals were far, from Kamusenene to Hoima to Chiboga to Mubende, Mitiana. And most people here, they could not afford the medical treatment. Therefore, we decided to extend medical free services to their communities.
Minister Mayanja praised the medical teams for their dedicated services, but urged community members to be honest and consistent in seeking treatment.
It shows that where there is patriotism, where there is honesty, things can be done in this country. You have not seen any hospital structure here. This is just a school. But because of honesty, willingness, patriotism, classrooms have been converted in theaters. What has amused me, really encouraged me, because the RDC, Madame Fabi Namrindwa, has said this has been a good example for her. And she's going to encourage her team to make sure that these few hospitals they can have mobile centers once a week, going out to villages, converting whatever facility is there into a temporary hospital.
Medical reports from the camp reveal that HIV-positive patients have abandoned treatment, claiming it weakens them, a trend that has alarmed health officials. Nalsibawini, Jamil Sekaja, reporting for UBC.
Welcome back to the last segment of UBC News. In our sports stories, the Deputy IGG, Dr. Patricia Chanokiria, has urged students to participate in sports to maintain physical fitness and live a healthy lifestyle. She also called on parents to support the children's involvement, noting that it is human to play. Dr. Chan made the remarks while officiating at the Sports Day of St. Mary's College, Chisubi in Wakiso District.
Students, teachers and parents gathered for the annual Sports Day at St. Mary's College, Chisubi, to promote physical activity and teamwork. The day featured sprints, long-distance races, sack races, football matches and rope pulling, sparking unity among participants.
We were tough race, but all thanks to the team. We made it.
Deputy IGG, Dr. Chen, the chief guest, commended the school for fostering mental and physical development through sports.
A very wonderful time to see parents and students having fun in sports, because remember that a healthy mind helps children perform better, because they're supposed to maintain fitness and being healthy. And as parents, we are very, very happy to interact with the students in functions like this, because we know that work without play makes Jack a dull boy.
She emphasized that sports can be a career path and urged schools to integrate it into the national curriculum.
In respect to fighting corruption, even the fighters of corruption need to be fit at all times. And that is the reason why we are here to enjoy, we are here to encourage the students, we are here to inspire the students.
Mugalu Malcolm, SMARC's head of sports, said the event supports the new curriculum by promoting fitness, teamwork and confidence.
Some of this day is excellence in sports. We assume that when a learner is in class, he can equally participate even outside class. And we see that these minds go broad, and that is why even we have talented sportsmen out there. Of course, they are once in class, and we assume that when the boy is through with academics, again he can also involve himself in sports. We normally mark this as an important venture because we are under the Ministry of Education and Sports. So when you look at the two things, we are really in line with the Ministry objectives.
The four houses, Mugwanya, Kakoza, Laudel and Chuanuka, paraded and competed as crowds applauded. Parents expressed pride in supporting their children beyond academics.
It's very important that again we interact with all of them, teachers and the students, and we know exactly, and we must also be exemplary so that the students can learn from us, but also the teachers with whom we entrust these children should also be able to know where the children are coming from and what sort of parents we are.
Outstanding participants received medals and gifts for athletic skill and sportsmanship. Nalsibawini, Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Jamil, Sekaja and Winnie. From the team and I, have a lovely night. This brings us to the end of UBC News Tonight today as you await the AFCON matches coming up. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Mugalu Muhammad on Sign Language. Good night.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Inspiring Uganda.
Abeka baratuzi. Awarunji. Naffe tujja.
Oh. Bami kwangu. Ana inakuchange ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwe change.
Nayanzisa nnyo.
Nange